Namyoho Renge Kyo, Namyoho Renge Kyo, Namyoho Renge.
Hello friends, this is Partha Datta and you're watching my channel Fitness 150. This is my first travel video about my trip to RUMTEK Monastery in East Sikkim. From New Jalpaiguri or Siliguri railway station or Bagdogra airport, you can either hire a car for Gangtok, which is about 114 kilometers, and it takes about 3.5 to 4 hours depending upon the road condition. It will cost you about 3,500 Indian rupees to 4,000 Indian rupees depending upon the season. But during vacation time, these cabs will charge you about 7,000 to 9,000 rupees. Or you can also avail share taxi, which will cost you about 300 to 500 rupees per person. Or you can catch a bus to Gangtok from Siliguri, which will cost you about rupees 250 per person. And if you are flying to Pakyong airport, then from Pakyong to Gangtok, which is just 30 kilometers, you have no other options but to hire a cab. The road route from Siliguri to Gangtok through NH10 is via Shevak Road, Kali Jhora, Tista Bazar, Meli Check Post. Then you have to cross the Ray Khola Bridge, cross Dangsong Forest at Kalimpong, Rangpo, Singtham, Mangtham, Ranipul and reach Gangtok. Once you reach Tista Bazar area along NH10, you need to cross over the river Tista using Tista Bridge and get to the other side of the river and continue on NH10. Shortly thereafter, say about 4 kilometers away, you can see the wonderful confluence of river Tista with river Rangit. This road trip you will immensely enjoy because of the green forest on the hills and the mountains, and the river Tista running to your right throughout the route. Shortly after you cross the Tista Bridge, a road branches off to the right and climbs up all the way to Kalimpong. About 6 kilometers from Tista Bridge is a small settlement called Meli. Here you can see another bridge over river Tista to your left that connects to South and West Sikkim, including Namchi and Peling. Meli is the main place these days for river rafting at Tista. There is a Sikkim checkpost at Meli where foreigners visiting West Sikkim can get their inner line permits or ILP. All along your journey up to Meli, the terrain is flat and there is no uphill drive involved. In fact, Meli's altitude is only 330 feet. 19 kilometers further ahead from Meli, along NH10 is Rangpo, located at an altitude of 1093 feet, that is 1093 feet. So between Meli and Rangpo, you can for the first time feel that you have started driving up the mountains. Rangpo is a small bordering village where there is a Sikkim checkpost. This is the entry point to East Sikkim. Until 1975, this used to be the international border between India and Sikkim. With inclusion of Sikkim as part of Indian territory, it now serves as the state border between West Bengal and Sikkim. All commercial vehicles that are not registered in Sikkim will need to stop at Rangpo checkpost and take a permit. Normally, it takes only a few minutes. Foreigners visiting Gangtok can get their inner line permit at Rangpo checkpost. The permit is issued between 8 am in the morning to 8 pm in the evening. At Rangpo, you will cross over a small bridge over a stream. The stream is known as Rangpo Chu. Rangpo Chu is one of the main rivers of South Sikkim and originates near the well-known Jilpla Pass and demarcates the boundary between South Sikkim and West Bengal over a long stretch. Gangtok is further 39 kilometers from Rangpo. On the way to Gangtok and with the river Teesta alongside, you will eventually come to a bridge over the river Teesta and get to the other side of the river and enter into a fairly congested settlement known as Singtham, which is 11 kilometers from Rangpo. Once you cross over, there is a route to the left through Singtham township that goes all the way to places like Tarku, Temi Tea Garden, etc. However, you will take the road straight ahead. Further up and driving alongside a stream known as Ray Khola, you will come across another settlement called Ranipol, which is 16 kilometers from Singtham. And then a steep uphill journey would finally take you to Gangtok, which is 12 kilometers from Ranipol. It is to be noted that up to Ranipol, the altitude remains within 3000 feet, but in the next 12 kilometers to Gangtok, the altitude changes to about 5500 feet. Friends, it would be my suggestion that instead of staying at proper Gangtok, just before Gangtok, about 14 kilometers before Gangtok, there is a very beautiful place known as Ray Khola. There you will find a homestay where I stayed. It's called Valley Homestay. The details I will be giving in the description box below. They charge about 1200 to 1300 rupees per room. An excellent sparkling toilet, big rooms, and the view from their window is amazing. And just if you can hike down, say about 1.5 kilometers from that homestay, you will find the Ray Khola river. It's a beautiful, beautiful place to stay instead of staying at Gangtok. So if you reach Ray Khola by afternoon from Siliguri or New Jalpaiguri or Bagdogra, have your lunch at Ray Khola Ray Valley guest house, and in the evening you can go to Gangtok and enjoy the walking street of Gangtok that is known as MG Mang. Next morning you can start for RUMTEK Monastery Trip by road. RUMTEK is about 10 kilometers from Ray Khola with beautiful road having green mountains on your sides. The altitude of RUMTEK Monastery is about 4,900 feet. RUMTEK is about 24 kilometers from Gangtok, the capital of Sikkim. On reaching the main gate of RUMTEK at the foothill, on top of which the monastery is located, you have to get down of your vehicle as Tourist cars are not allowed beyond this gate. On entering, get yourself registered at the Indian-Tibetan Border Police Force booth, where you have to show your iCard like Aadhaar, voter ID or passport. From this main gate to the main monastery, the road is very steep and the distance you have to cover is nearly 670 meters. My advice would be senior persons who are not used to steep climbing or those with heart issues should not undertake this venture. This being my first travel vlog, it has been shot by simple handheld phone camera. My full apologies to you all for the quality of the video. While hiking uphill, let me introduce RUMTEK Monastery to you by giving few details about this monastery. Originally built under the direction of Changchub Dorje, 12th Kampa Lama in the mid-18th century, RUMTEK served as the main seat of the Karma Kagyu lineage in Sikkim for some time. But when Rangjung Rigpe Dorji, 16th Karmapa, arrived in Sikkim in the year 1959 after fleeing Tibet, the monastery was in ruins. Despite being offered other sites, the Karmapa decided to build RUMTEK. To him, the site possessed many auspicious qualities and was surrounded by the most favorable attributes. For example, flowing streams, mountains behind, a snow range in front, and a river below. With generosity and help of the Sikkim royal family and the local folks of Sikkim, it was built by the 16th Karmapa as his main seat in exile. After 4 years, construction of the monastery was completed. The sacred items and relics brought out from Surfu Monastery, the Karmapa's seat in Tibet, were installed. On Loska, in 1966, the 16th Karmapa officially inaugurated the new seat called the Dharma Chakra Center, a place of erudition and spiritual accomplishment and seat of the glorious Karmapa. The monastery is currently the largest in Sikkim. It is home of the community of monks and where they perform the rituals and practices of the Karma Kagyuga lineage. A golden stupa contains the relics of the 16th Karmapa. Opposite that building is a college, Karma Shri Nalanda Institute for Higher Buddhist Education. Now we are approaching the main entrance of the campus of the RUMTEK Monastery. On the right side you can see the main gate where you have to buy a ticket, which will cost in Indian rupees 10, and is guarded by Indian Tibetan Border Police Force. Beautiful, beautiful gate, beautiful, with the Tibetan Buddhist culture flags fluttering. Few monks you can see. It's a beautiful, so calm and quiet place. Now we have entered the courtyard. When you first enter through the main gate, you will find the courtyard and the Dharma Stamba or the pillar where Buddhist sculptures have been inscripted on this pillar, and is surrounded by the hostel for the monks. These are all students, Tibetan Buddhist students who learn Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism rather. It's beautiful, 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 very neat, so peaceful. The atmosphere itself is so peaceful. Now see, when you are entering the main shrine, you see the paintings, the Tibetan Buddhist paintings. Beautiful, beautiful. It seems as if someone has pasted, carpets, beautifully designed carpets on the wall. Excellent. These are old Tibetan paintings. Beautiful. Now this is the main shrine area where the statue of Buddha is placed, and here photography is prohibited. Now after spending about 45 minutes inside this temple or monastery where I did some meditation, now I am coming out. Bright day. I'm just captivated by the beauty of the paintings, the nature, the calmness. Your mind will go into a different level altogether. Beautiful seasonal flowers. I think these are not seasonals because of the climate here. These flowers grow throughout the year, bearing the November, December when there is extreme cold or the snowfall. Now you can see the road below where we have to go. This is the downhill road. Now one more tip while descending. While descending, the main and the foremost thing you should remember is to take small steps and slightly bend your knees while you are hiking, so that the jerk is not transferred from a lower of your body to your upper part, that is on the head. It may be harmful. And here what we have to do is tilt your body or upper torso slightly backwards, or lean slightly backwards while you are descending. It's quite steep. I can feel while moving down, I cannot keep my phone steady, camera steady. It's so steep. The Buddhist flags, festoons. This is March, Sunday, and the temperature right now is about 16 degrees. I think 16 degrees. Yes, 16 degrees. But the sun is very bright, and you can see the lower Himalayan range in the distance. These cars or you can see some buses, but these are for the residential the people who are residing, and only vehicles which carry the ration of this monastery and the people who stay here are only allowed inside. On the side of the roads while moving down, you will find many Tibetan handicraft shops where you find hand-woven sweaters, caps, scarves, the chanting beads, the feng shui lucky charms, wind charms, shawls, handmade shawls. Beautiful. And there are also Tibetan and Sikkimese kuro shops. And there's also one coffee shop is also there. If you want to have a coffee, you can have in a cold day, you can have a cup of coffee. Still many constructions are going on, it seems. it looks, I feel really bad when I see lots of concrete or construction going on in such a beautiful places. It's beautiful. This nature is at its peak in such a place. At the altitude of say 4,900 feet. Beautiful place. Today being a Sunday, I can see few tourists coming in. I met one tourist from Bengal, and one group was from Uttar Pradesh. They were from, I think, Lucknow. Yeah, Lucknow. This is a coffee shop. Small houses, beautiful houses with all each houses are having their own, small flower gardens. In their they are growing beautiful orchids and flowers in their pot in front of the house. This is the main gate from where we had entered. Now we are coming out of the gate. Now I can see one, I think, van carrying the ration for the monastery or for the residentials in the cell. Dhanyavad, thank you. It's written in Hindi, English and the Buddhist script. This is the ITBP, Indo-Tibetan Border Forts booth, and there are also a few homestays nearby, and there's one resort, Martam Village Resort, where they provide trekking, horse riding, fishing, camping, organic farming, nature hikes, meditation. You can try. This is only 1 kilometer from this place. This is Teen Valley. This is also a resort. Wow, there's a bank. State Bank of India is having an ATM with a banking facility where you can get some cash from your by if you need. This is the State Bank of India RUMTEK branch. Now this is the gate and the tourist cars are lined up outside. So thus we bid farewell to Untitled Monastery with a Buddhist chant. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dharmam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. Hope you have liked my first effort in making this travel vlog. So please like, share and don't forget to subscribe my channel Fitness 150.